Greg McElroy, what is your bold prediction?
Matthew Stafford will win Comeback Player of the Year, and I think will have his best season of his career. It was off to a great start last year when the back injury sidelined him in Week 9. Remember, last year, guys, they were 3-4-1 with Stafford in the starting lineup, and then when he went out of the lineup, the Lions went 0-8. So I expect Stafford to have an incredible year this upcoming year, and to probably be his best self as he heads into what should be a make-or-break 2021 campaign with the Detroit Lions.
That's it. I said it multiple times last year. Stafford was a sneaky MVP candidate in the early part of last season. All right, Graziano, bold prediction.
Odell Beckham Jr. leads the league in receiving yards this year. I think it's a huge bounce back both for him and the Browns, a player and a team that we were all incredibly excited about this time last year. Obviously, we know how it went. But I think people are forgetting about this team and this player and how good he is especially.
I think that's a good one. I think also people don't realize his numbers last year weren't as bad as the perception generally was. He just hasn't caught a lot of touchdowns, but he had more catches, over 1,000 yards. His numbers haven't been quite as bad. I like that one. All right, Jeff Saturday, bold prediction.
Pittsburgh Steelers win the AFC North. Listen, you talk about the Steelers, and Ben Roethlisberger is 110-10 when his team scores 20 points. You know how many the defense gave up last year? 19 points a game. That's a pretty good defense. They were 8-3 last year, Greeny, when they scored 10 points. If you think Roethlisberger coming back isn't going to help this football team, this is going to be a major contender in the AFC if Roethlisberger stays healthy.
Ooh, I like that one. I want to stop down on this. Swagoo, I'm going to save yours for a minute, but let me ask you to react to that. He's saying Steelers win the AFC North, not the Ravens. Marcus Spears, what do you think of that?
Man, I want to fight Jeff, but he made a great point. I still think it's Baltimore's division. I like what Lamar is doing. Greg Roman to have some little nuances, and they'll still play at a high level of defense. But 8-3 when they score 10 points is a major argument. Gee, it's hard for me to fight through that brick wall, and you know I like doing it. But Jeff makes a great point that Ben is at least good for a touchdown and a field goal.
They were 30th out of 32 teams in QBR last year, and they still won half their games. Mike Tomlin should have been the coach of the year based on that alone. Quickly, Greg McElroy, the injury that he's coming back from, that Ben is coming back from, the elbow surgery, you're a thrower of the football. Do you expect him, sometimes a pitcher will come back better than he was before. Is that going to be the case for Roethlisberger?
No, I think we can all hope. I think the elusiveness, and obviously he's still going to be very accurate, and the arm's still going to be big. I mean, he's going to have plenty of juice on the football, but developing the consistency, I think, is probably something that was challenging throughout the course of this offseason. But I expect him to play really well this year, and at the very least, be significantly, in fact, exponentially better than what they got from the quarterback spot with him out of the lineup last year.
All right, that's fair. Finally, Marcus, we saved you the stage. What is your bold prediction?
My bold prediction is Aaron Rodgers will play his last season in Green Bay this year. I think he's going to force their hands to get out of there. And I don't want to hear it, Graz. I know how much money they owe him. I know it's a cap situation, and I know all of that. My point is, coming from Aaron Rodgers, watching him watch Jordan Love get drafted, surrounding him with no weapons, just feels to me he's ready to start writing the second part of his career, as crazy as that sounds. So my bold prediction is Aaron Rodgers and this team is going to try to get out of Green Bay, and it could potentially happen because somebody will give up a lot to get him.
Okay, so not only do I love the prediction, but I love the preemptory strike at Graziano before he even gets to point out. Dan, go ahead.
I know the numbers was coming.
Just how much money we'd be talking about at Green Bay.
I don't have any time for your facts and math and all those stuff. Who needs all that? This is just how I feel. Look, I'll tell you this. I think Green Bay's plan is 2 more years of Aaron Rodgers, and that assumes Jordan Love develops the way they hope he does, and assumes that, Aaron Rodgers doesn't win the next 2 Super Bowls. Obviously, things can change. But I think the way the Packers are looking at it is Jordan Love becomes a starter in 2022. But yeah, I mean, Marcus is right. We've seen players force their way out of town, and if things go badly there, it absolutely could be possible.
Yeah, look, because that's Green Bay's plan. That doesn't mean, Jeff Saturday, that it's Aaron Rodgers' plan. And Aaron Rodgers, I'm with Swagoo. I think it's likelier that he plays great and forces his way out than it is that he plays badly and Love isn't developing at the rate that they want, and they decide to do a second season there. You know him a little bit, Jeff. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it would make him feel really good about himself if he could keep Jordan Love on the bench for the next few years. So I think this guy would love to prove everybody wrong. I think he goes out and and balls out, in all honesty, and just lets it rip this season and next season. I kind of fall in love with Dan's numbers. When you're talking about the Green Bay Packers eating that type of number, it would be tough for me to see it. We have seen it happen, but I think Aaron Rodgers plays out of his mind this year, and I think it encourages the Packers or forces them to keep him playing and start.
Wait,
Go ahead, Marcus.
Jeff, that ain't what we asking you. We ain't asking you if he's gonna play out his mind. Aaron Rodgers, they say Aaron Rodgers had a down year last year with 4,000 yards and 26 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers gonna ball out. The point that we're making is Aaron Rodgers going through this process with Green Bay. I think in the back of his mind, he like, yo, I need to get out of here. I'm going to go somewhere else where I got some weapons and win a Super Bowl. We didn't think Tom Brady was leaving New England either. So we've seen things happen. I believe Aaron Rodgers sits there this year, balls out of his mind, to your point, Jeff Saturday, and at the end of it says, okay, I want to go somewhere and win some Super Bowls somewhere else since y'all don't seem to respect me like I should be respected.
I kind of like that. I see it the way you see it. I also see a scenario where they come back apologetic to him and he winds up finishing his career there because they realize that trying to move on from him is maybe the most ridiculous idea any team has had in a long time. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.